So, bro, with me and Pod, man, I was talking to my dog Corey, and I wanted to do an audio series. So my audio series was gonna be Good Days, Very Nice.
Was this before the pod
This
started?
is before the pod. This is how
This is
we.
just what you
This is
had a
my
dream for
idea.
this.
My idea is like, hey, bro, how can I do this where we can take the TV away? Everybody got to get on here. I'm listening to like Zane, Purple Panties, and different little like different stories, like story web series, kind of basically.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do that. But then as I started looking around, I'm like, bro, I can interview people because I can have a conversation with people. And I was always intrigued on what people had to think. So when we started talking about the series. So we went to the series to, bro, let's do the pod. And he like, what you gonna call it? I'm like, I'm gonna call it Good Days, Very Nice.
Yeah.
And that's where it kicked off at. I was going through something, but at the same time I wanted to know like, how could I talk to somebody and have a guest on? I want to guess. Because I was looking at it like a sense of like Big Tigger in the basement. Rap City.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like that
yeah.
was my thing. I wanted it to be intimate enough where people can come and when they come and kick it with you, they like, oh bro, I left with a little piece of knowledge. Or I left understanding a little bit better about the person.
Yeah.
And then my biggest thing too with the pod was, bro, I didn't care about like the drama. I didn't care about I didn't want to know your business or who you was into it or who you didn't like or whatever. I wanted to know the person. But I wanted the world to see the person. Because people base it, I say it every time on my pod, people base it off of what their cousin said about you, what their friend said about
Yeah.
you. I don't like him because he be with this person. You ain't never met me. You see what I'm saying? But it was a lot of times when I was reaching out to people on the same clubhouse that was on a bigger scale than Kansas City, and they like, oh no, you can't do this. This ain't your lane because you care about the integrity of people. You got to get the tea.
Does that make sense though now?
Nah, it don't.
Not to say because a lot of people like to dim lights as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But they can only give you what they think was going on with that. Does any of it make sense? Because I can see how that can actually make sense what they told you.
I didn't think it made sense, bro, only because of the fact that I thought like we all got a different lane. And I can't watch the same, everybody got the same thing. So I'm watching like I Am Athlete at the time. I'm watching Breakfast Club. I'm watching 85 South. You know, I'm watching even some like Christian ones, other different ones. I'm watching all of them, bro. Everybody had their own lane. So I'm like, how can I make my own lane? So I pull my notepad out and I'm like, what am I good at? Well, I love music. I always wanted to be a roadie. Everybody know that. Like I love music, but I wanted to be able to say, hey, bro, they came and sat down with me and they got a better insight. Because if you get on everybody else's stuff, they want clickbait. I didn't want the clickbait.
Yeah.
I wanted something that was gonna make you sit there for 30 minutes to an hour and get your decompression. So that was my biggest thing.
How you feel about it now? And like, what is your goal
How do I feel about
now?
pod?
Yeah. Right now, you decided to pick up the board. You did the pod, right?
Yeah.
You're doing the pod. I ain't gonna say
Yeah.
because I feel like sometimes entertainment can control your life, and you don't. Your life is based off of entertainment, and you're not actually living your life. Where's the percentage in everything is content compared to like you still Al,
Yeah.
but now when I'm out, like I gotta wear my shirts.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I didn't like that at first. Because I didn't want nobody to feel like I'm Al the podcast guy. I want to do Al the man. So now it's weird sometimes when you go out and people be like, hey, you the Good Days? I'm like, bro, I'm just Al. And they like, well, what you mean you just have? I'm like, I do that. That's something I do, but I'm also a father. I'm also a man. I'm also, king of my castle in the sense of like, in my land and what I do with my people. You see what I'm saying? So it was never about like, I didn't want to be famous, but I didn't know I didn't really get what I was signing up to. In my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna get on here, do this pod, build it up in the city, and branch off and move somewhere else and do it.
So do you think? I ain't gonna say you think. I know you know this. It was a lot harder than you thought it was gonna
Hell
be.
yeah, it was harder.
Because what we envisioned, like we just gonna pod and we just gonna put this shit out, nigga. They gonna fuck with it.
Yeah,
They not gonna just.
they was not.
You still got to get on there and market. You got to do
Facts.
this. You got to do that, and that shit get irritating, and
Facts.
it consumes your whole day.
Facts.
I got to figure out how to get this and get the quality there, this, that, and the third, and that shit just don't be what it be. You know what I mean? So then you be like, man, nah, bro, I'm cool on this.
It was a lot of times like that. I just went through a season of that, but I got caught looking in somebody else's yard, if that makes sense. I got caught looking at other people's numbers and how they was moving and why people was flocking to them, or the who's who say they cool. So that was that. And I didn't want, we've talked. I didn't want to walk up to certain people and like, hey, bro, come get on the pod.
Yeah.
I wanted it to be a thing where it was organic. I wanted to get back to that so to give you an idea of it, I don't like when people be in studios and they fly records to each other. I like to see when people cook together. It just make it better. So like when entertainment has changed, I had to adjust with the times. I like it to be organic. I like it to be you do your little research, you get your piece on this person, and then you just make the interview. Anytime I do my interviews, if you watch it, they show this drop. Once they show this drop, I'm like, oh, we really cooking now. Because everybody's like, they got an imagery, they got a brand.
You talking too much.
Yeah.
You talking too much, boy. Don't get it. Don't drop that one.
I don't give it to him. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, that's.
But no,
yeah.
I feel you.
So it was that. It was like I wanted to cook because everybody like at the time it was COVID. They're like, bro, you can do Zooms. I'm like, nah, I ain't doing no Zoom.
It's out.
It's out.
Zooms are so true.
Because I felt like I couldn't feel the person's energy. If I'm interviewing them, I can feel your energy. If that's a question that make you feel some kind of way, you twitch a little bit, or you kind of move, or you like, I don't really want to answer that.
So you really get a kick out of this shit.
Hell yeah.
Like you sitting here really.
Yeah.
You're a different dude, boy.
Really why I say I get a kick out of it, bro, because people don't like to talk. And I'm one of them people. I don't know how to talk about myself and brass about what I do. I didn't know how to pop my shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you can cuss or not, but I didn't know how to pop.
You do.
I didn't know how to. I didn't know how to pop it. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to get people to come on and really like give them their flowers. Not on like on other people like they give them their flowers. I wanted to truly give them their flowers.
So how patient are you with that? Because you're not patient. Actually.
No,
I'm just go ahead and go there.
Facts.
So one of my biggest things with you is like, bro, this is your baby.
Mm-hmm.
You expecting everybody else to feel a way about your baby.
Facts.
So I was like, bro, you got to reach out to these people and get these big names to get on your show while you're waiting for people to reach out to you.
Mm-hmm.
That was my biggest, just with the experience with podding though.
Yeah.
And I seen what you had. Nobody, you still have to play the game.
Why though?
Because you want people to see your shit.
Yeah.
So if you just interviewing a bunch of people that don't, I seen it because Pinky was on there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you
give it up, yeah.
You're interviewing me and I ain't got no motion, like you're losing your motion
Facts.
by fooling with people that has no motion. So now it's like you're super, how can I say this? You he did him like nah. Like if I was to do a verse with somebody, ain't nobody there. It's like, you do that for him? Like, oh, okay, he cool, but like it ain't.
That's the entertainment part of it, I guess.
It's not even just the entertainment of it, but it's just more of like reaching. I ain't gonna say reaching, but it's like if you're gonna do it, you got to do it, bro. And if ain't nobody doing it like I'm doing it, or more,
mm-hmm.
I can't fool with you. I understand it. I didn't understand it back in the day.
Yeah,
that's like charging for verses. I never understand. I'm like, bro, we here in the same spot, but you get this verse, I do it, and the song never come out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, if I was looking for some money, cool. But at the same time, I water down who I am by working with certain people that's not doing nothing and have no motion, bro. So it's like you doing all this production, you do all this, and you do it with a nobody. You drown down your Al Iverson. Would never really get the credit he get because you worked with a bunch of, I ain't gonna say bums, but
watch it.
You know what I mean? Like who?
Who
bomb? They don't. We don't care about St. Louis.
Bro, chill.
So you got Jordan had Pippen.
Mm-hmm.
Who did Iverson have? Thank you. We can't name nobody he had.
Matt Geiger.
He did have Mutombo. Yeah. But it's like you still got to do something that's going to help you out.
Yeah.
What interview you did that actually helped you out?
Mm.
To get your stuff out, man. I know I went way left. I went on a tangent, but it's like starting out, we got to do what we got to get them now. The attention span is so short. So if you ain't catching me right here in this 5 to 10 seconds, I'm out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that was something that was hard for me.
Yeah, so if we ain't working with people that people really want to see, or if they're not interested, I'm not about to look at that. So if you keep interviewing people I don't really want to look at, I'm not gonna look at your stuff until
Facts,
you get
facts.
somebody I really care about. So like this, like on this go round for me, I'm reaching out to people that got something going. I respect it, and you help me in a sense
Yeah.
to understand certain, you know what I mean, certain
Right.
stuff. And this is a game that, man, you in the same field.
Yeah.
You don't see this, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
man, you sitting down. I done been to your shit, nigga, and I'm sitting here helping you
Yeah.
do
Yeah.
this, and
Yeah.
people like, bro, what the
Yeah.
fuck? What
Yeah.
is he
Why?
doing?
Why
Like,
is you over there?
he asked you if you got to pee, or you know what I mean? Like, bro, I care about the production. I care about the podcast game, and
Yeah.
I'm willing to help out when it, you know, I care more about doing it right than
Throwing it together. Yeah.
just doing anything or whatever. So I could look like an asshole when I be like, hey, bro, that ain't
Mm-hmm.
tweak this. This ain't it. You ain't even got to take what I'm saying though. But
Yeah.
it's like
But
I
I
want,
value it though.
yeah, because this is what I'm watching every day.
Mm-hmm.
So if something I seen it and it caught my eye and it threw me off, I'm gonna tell you. At times I probably shouldn't. You know what I mean?
No.
It's not my business though. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You can probably take it like, well, this nigga always, I did this good. You didn't say nothing about what I did good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's
But
real.
if you
It's
are
real.
doing that good, I ain't got nothing to say, and that's good.
Facts.
You know what I mean? A lot of people won't take it like that, but when we hit it off, you understood it.
Yeah.
You know,
But
so
I understood it, bro, because y'all had done it.
yeah,
You see what I'm saying? I'm watching. I'm watching it live. I'm like, bro, they don't even understand. Like, this is kind of. I'm coming out the bathroom. I'm looking. I'm like, these boys right here by the door. They understand. Like, can't have this noise with this noise. We got to separate this and this. It's a look. It's an imagery. How we sitting. How we talking. No dead air. Like, it was that. Punchlines where you throw your jokes in, where you throw your jabs in, come back and forth. Like, y'all had that. So you got to think though, bro. It's just me.
and that's why I want to give you your flowers. Right when you were saying, I meant to bring this up. It's different. Like I can hide where I was weak at because I had four other people that was there.
Yeah.
So like days I don't want to show up. You might bring something out. Now I'm live.
Facts.
You got to do it on your own. So that's a whole nother
Yeah.
level of respect that I have because I see you work two jobs and try to take your time to do this.
Facts.
I see it. I hear it. I know what you're paying for.
Mm-hmm.
Where we didn't have to pay for that.
Yeah.
So I could just go in and just do whatever. Can have a bad day. Do it. I ain't got to really prep.
Mm-hmm.
You gonna have to prep because you paying for this, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I respect all that, bro.
Facts.
And that's why I want you to sit you down here,
Yeah.
tell you that. But I ain't gonna I'll let you kick your shit.
No.
What have you? The time you wanted to quit, what made you not?
Cause I
I don't know it's a time that you quit, but
No,
I just know it's a time for everybody that they like,
yeah.
nigga, fuck this shit. What made you keep going?
About last month, man, I was looking at it. Like I said, I got caught looking at everybody's yard. I got caught. You looked at Gil.
Miss Parker wasn't there?
She wasn't nowhere to be around.
Okay, yeah.
But you thinking about
tweaked.
it? You thinking about it in the sense that like Gil and them got that $100 million deal. You see what I'm saying? You looking at big facts. They booming. Revolt coming to get them. Kansas City, they ain't coming to Kansas City. And then the ones who got the gatekeepers, they like, but are they really like that? Or am I? It made me think: are they like that, or is it me because I'm not being vocal enough to them to express that I want to do it? So I had to check myself. You see what I'm saying? But I wanted to kind of fall back from it because you start seeing the world tours throughout the city.
Did you do your? Did you do everything you could, to your knowledge,
Yeah.
to get your shit popping though? Because like I said, I was like, some things, bro, you gonna have to do this. You like, no, I ain't doing that. I ain't doing that.
I didn't. I sat back. I drop them. I'm terrible with Instagram. I'm terrible with Snapchat. I'm terrible with Facebook posting and making reels. And I'm like, bro, I want to pay somebody to do this, but I'm already in my budget. I'm already in the red. I got kids. I got responsibility. I got to pay these bills. So I'm like, bro, you got to do this stuff. So then it was making time. Time management was a big thing for me. Like sitting up and playing with them. And then I'm holding on to clips. I got a Dropbox full of stuff, but I don't know how to go in there and edit it. So I'm asking questions, but then I'm putting my stuff up and I'm like, man, I ain't getting it. Do I pay for these reels? Because the big names tell it they don't pay. I ain't paying for no reels. I ain't putting no extra $20 on my post to get an extra, a boost or a buzz. But then I had to get out of my own way. $10? I'm gonna waste that on one of these.
Yeah.
So give them $10. Even if you stretch it for 7 days, give Instagram, give them that. You never know. It start getting me more of a buzz. You start looking at your stats. You start looking at your analytics, and you looking at it like, oh, it's picking up. Just simple stuff. Learning the times. Like don't put a reel up at 6 in the morning and expect it to boom until the next day. If you put it up too late, people ain't looking at that. I drop on Thursdays. I like Thursdays because everything else was crowded. But I was looking at it in the sense of all the big names. I wasn't looking just Kansas City. And there's nothing against it. I was looking at the big names. They had their days. It was consistent. You know they was gonna drop on certain days, so I had to pick me a day. And Thursday was my day. But Thursday's kind of hard because it's right before the weekend. So if I don't push it, if I don't get up on Saturday and say, hey man, while y'all cleaning up, do me a favor, check me out. What's your 5 songs? If I don't say stuff like that, it's just another interview. It's gone.
And what I would say, you're only good as what people see. If we can't see it, bro, we don't know how.
Facts.
So you gotta I want to break that threshold of what Instagram say the time should be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop whatever I'm gonna drop.
Yeah.
And whatever worked for me, that's what's gonna work. Instagram's not gonna tell me when I should.
Yeah.
I take your advice on it, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to do me, and then I'll use that if that don't work.
Yeah.
So I've always been a fan of, I ain't gonna say breaking the rules, but like if you tell me not to do this, what a kid gonna do if you tell them not to do it? They gonna do it anyway. Yeah, they gonna touch that mouth. So I'm one of them ones, and that's what worked for us. We didn't have no blueprint. We did what we did because we loved it, dropped it, and it works. We stayed in people's face. We stayed. What did help us is showing up for people and collaborating with people. When you collaborate, I've always been a fan of collaborating anyway.
Yeah.
But when you do collaborate, that's an extra fan you might get. I done got on your stuff and I probably got one fan. If I got one fan, I'm good with that. Not that I cared, but like if I knew what I knew now and cared about marketing and all that, I'd be way further. But that's another headache I don't have to deal with because I didn't expect it either. We just did it off of the whim. We wasn't trying to like, hey, we're gonna do this, we're gonna try to make $1 million. But we came in, we was all, I didn't know Save It. I knew TJ. I met Damo through TJ and them. We just literally linked. We got in a group chat from like hooping or something. No, making music.
I about to say that.
We came in there and then we hoop. They it wasn't no pod fooling with us.
Y'all wasn't hooping.
We'll get back to that, but
it wasn't no hooping.
Stop playing. No pod. No, we can add some pods. They'll tell us. They'll tell you about us hooping. Anyway. But like we just linked up, bro. You would think we had a report. We didn't have that.
It looked like it.
We did not have a report. That was just something new, bro. So the ups and downs from that, it really helped me out.
Yeah.
As a man, I was a dude who went to 9 different schools. So like the loyalty in life, the running as a team, I ain't doing that. So if y'all didn't agree, but but I agreed. I'm rolling with my agree, even if y'all don't, you know what I mean? I had to learn that, like, bro, that ain't just because you think that's law, all them don't think. You got to roll as a team, bro. You can't just go off of that and then just get mad because all them don't agree with it.
You young Kobe.
I was Bobby Brown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
My brother.
What? Yeah. But I'm used to fucking up shit. I ain't going to say fucking up shit in the sense, but it's like, I don't care if this don't work or work. This wasn't my dream. This is y'all dream.
Yeah.
Y'all grabbed me on board, so, but it taught me how to, like, deal with people. I wasn't, I couldn't deal with, we got to sit down and we got to draw this line on this. Fuck that line. You know what I mean? Nah.
You're standing on it.
Yeah, and then when I'm leaving, I'm telling everybody about it. That wasn't it. That was not the play. So it taught me how to be a man, be more like handle your situations in house, bro. I didn't have to deal with that. Like I said, I went to different schools, so I'll get a friend. I might not see him more because I didn't move down here to 87th Street. So my boy Micah in elementary, I probably won't even see him again. So I didn't lock in to friendship, so I didn't take them in like I needed to.
Gotcha.
But this taught me that, you know, on the outside looking in once we stopped. When you working out, you don't see you growing. But
Yeah.
once you stop, you be like, oh, okay, I see it.
Yeah.
The shirt is fitting a little different
Just a
now.
little bit.
You know what I
Just a
mean?
little bit.
So, like this pod has helped out a lot, and I just hope in the future people just don't. I'm not gonna say disrespect it and just do it just thinking because this is the next thing up. This is what's popping. Utilize it and do what you put it in a safe spot.
Mm-hmm.
Leave a legacy.
Yeah.
When I'm done, like, boy, your pops did that, man. Like he
On me.
was
On me. Yeah.
they're gonna
On me.
expect
Yeah.
this. Like your
Yeah.
pops, you got respect from just people just how your
Mm-hmm.
pops treated people, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So just treat the game right, and I feel like you're gonna get everything you need in return. Or you just gonna get everything bad and what you need.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna teach you lessons, bro, and it's gonna do its thing.
Yeah. It's a humbling experience, though. It's a humbling experience because you go get people and they'll be like, yeah, it's good. And then when you get them, you got to pause it sometimes. And I got to tell them, like, hey, bro, this ain't that.
Yeah,
Hey, listen, I'm going to go smoke these cigars if you don't talk. But I didn't want to be there. I didn't want to be like, but I had to understand, this my shit. This my baby. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So if I don't feed this baby, if I don't get this baby the love, you ain't going to give it the love. You see what I'm saying? It was days when I first started, bro, I was doing it at Pure Hookah Lounge. Cats would pull up 20 deep. Like, what you need all these people in here for? Hey, bro, y'all don't need all that. Y'all good. Hey, come back in a couple of hours, bro. Let me talk to him. I can't get the true you if you got your whole entourage with you.
that's not. I can't say that's true.
Just me, for what I do.
Some people are comfortable when they people around.
Mm-hmm. I don't need
For
20.
what you do, for what you
for
do.
what I do, I don't need 20.
You want to dig deep and just
Yeah, but I want to know the person. I don't want to know the fluff. I know the brand, I know that. But I need to know why you love your mama the way you do. I need to know that when you drop that song and it made the club go a certain kind of way, what did you feel? Not the politically correct answer. Oh, it's nice to get your flowers. Nah, bro, my mama called me and said, hey, can I not work now? Hey, what's this look like? I need to know that this gonna take you on the road.
Yeah.
I need to know those feelings. Cause I think you got, okay, so I smoke with a group of cigar guys. We would sit around and we would say, will you bring, say Joe, to a concert in Kansas City since he always come. He do the radio songs, but I need them B-sides.
yeah.
So in my conversation, I needed the B-side conversation. I didn't need the stuff that they're going to ask you in that. Let them ask you that. I need to know, in the sense of a road trip, why you play these 5 songs? Why is this important? Your legacy, do you care about your legacy? Why do you say I'm a local recording artist instead of saying I'm a national recording artist? This computer, this world, you press play right now, you put it on there, and if you put an album out, what you put it on? If you put it on
Everything.
you put it on everything, right? Once you put it on everything, I just took a trip and I was over in Costa Rica and I could press play, right? So now you have plays in Costa Rica. So you worldwide. And it used to make me mad when people be like, Kansas City's on, Kansas City's local artists, that shit used to drive me. Kansas City's podcast, I didn't want it to be Kansas City. I didn't want it to be the whole, let me play my black card. I just wanted it to be a good pod. I wanted to take away all of that. Because we're a little boy, your little ass podcast, or your little questions is cute. You know what I'm saying? You get all that. Your little, that little used to drive me up a wall. I talk to you a lot of time, like, hey, don't let them little me. Because I used to feel like I was getting played. But I didn't understand, they ain't know me. They ain't know me. But then once they start knowing you and then you start getting them inboxes, or you out and you like, hey, what's up? What you got? Oh, I got 2 weeks. I give you it. Excuse me. I got this day. I went from recording on Mondays, recording on Wednesdays, to recording on these days to make it make sense. I'm 2 in the chamber, so that way if something happened, all of that. Then I start seeing it don't work that way. You'll get some days where everybody show up. You get some days that don't nobody show up.
Yeah.
You get some days that you think you got a good one. Oh, that's the one gonna get me viral. Once I start, like I said, I start looking at other people's yards. What am I worried about viral for? I didn't get into this word about viral. I got into this word about how can I make it to a place where you can come over and feel safe. Because men don't have that place. A lot of women don't have that place. I didn't want you to come over here and feel like if you come over here and you doing your thing, it's going to be something. I'm going to clip this part to make you look this. But it was important. Everybody that's come on afterwards, they've got a different viewpoint when people see them now. Now when they walk in the room, they're like, hey, man, you did. I like when you was talking about your cleanup songs. I like when you was talking about your kids. we got kids out here, bro, and people don't even talk about that.
What's something you want to know that that you don't know, if that makes sense?
About
like,
you,
bro, man,
about
no,
you?
not about you. That's you and your pod. Like, bro, I wonder if people fool with this. I wonder if it's reaching, who is reaching, but also at the same time, what gives you that edge to know what you're doing is working. Like it might be an inbox from a person you be like, bro, damn, okay.
Well, I had one
That
recently.
gave me, you know what I mean?
I
That
had
gave me
one
motivation.
recently. Shout out Tito.
Yeah,
I didn't know dog. I knew him through other people.
Tito.
Tito.
Um,
I didn't know dog.
ask him about hooping. We leave that alone, Tito.
You keep
But ask
going
him
back
about
to this
hooping.
hoopers.
Yeah.
I don't really want to come out of
I
retirement.
didn't go back. You brought it up. I
don't really want to go back.
He was
I don't
one
wanna
of
come out
he
of
was
retirement,
one of
bro.
the victims. I'm just
I'm
saying.
cool playing the coach.
My bad.
Steve,
Shout out to Tito. Whatever inbox you shot on.
But he can't.
Cool, but I shot his
he came
lights
to me
out.
one day, bro, right before the 4th of July, bro, and he was like, "Bro, you need it." He was like, "You gotta look at it like the two-step community, right?" He was like, "Everybody don't two-step, but the ones that do two-step, they need you." He like, "Bro, when you look at yours is that come over, hang out before you leave, get a plate, feel." Because you came over my crib, you kicked it with me. I needed to hear that. Because at first I'm like, bro, and I'm looking, I'm like, bro, I didn't know you even watch it like this on an everyday basis.
Yeah.
So that was different. When you seeing people at the parlor, you walking up to different people, and they're like, hey, bro, I like what you're doing. It's always cool, but you know the crazy thing is, and it's sad to say, men, they gotta bring the women first. If the women say it's cool, then it's cool for some reason sometimes. Not all the times, but in that range, they're like, hey, you need to watch this because this will make you a better man. Like, that's the badge I gotta wear. I didn't want to wear that badge. I just wanted you to better keep talking.
I ain't wearing that badge.
It make you better. It make you watch this. Listen to what they talk about.
Don't present it like that though. You know that's
you dress it
automatically is going. Yeah,
you
dress it up.
You dress it up. I'm telling you what it was.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I'm telling you. That's what it became. But they like, bro, you get too. And there was some people, I can't come on there, bro. You too deep. And I'm like, I'm thinking I'm trying to dumb my questions down now. So now I'm changing my identity all over again. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable, but I want you to talk.
Was this a person you wanted on?
It's been different people that I wanted on, people that I didn't want on. It was people that I said, hey, get that one because that's gonna be fire. Get that one because they popping. They got a hit song. They got this or they got that. It was some of them. It was some of the young cats, some of the older cats. I wanted them. But I was, like I said, I was looking at other people's yards. I wanted them for my own game. We was co-branding, we was co-marketing and all of that. But I'm like, if I get them on, I can get that crowd to see them in a different light, which will get them later on to come back around and spin back, and they might watch another episode. That's my biggest thing too, is having conversation and saying, hey, bro, can you share it? Now we in a whole nother ball game. This you. If you don't share
this is what I'm gonna tell you. All right, let's do this right now.
Go ahead.
Podcast etiquette. When people get on your pod, what do you expect?
Post it.
What else?
Post it. Write about it. Do a quick story.
And this is one of the reasons I be like, I'm not gonna fool with nobody. Like I said, charging for. I see why you should, because if we do a song and it's never coming out, and I just get the money, you ain't gonna share it. Like, why am I even doing it?
But you know this coming out. You know it's coming.
But if you're not, I know you gonna put it out. But if I ain't doing no work behind it as well, what are we doing? So I'm not about to work with nobody that I know that's not gonna put in some work as well.
That was my biggest thing.
I mean?
That was my biggest thing, bro. Because I would look at some cats, I'd be like, bro, work me like you worked your single. Work me like you work your 9 to 5. Like this is your chance to show you a different way.
Is that a conversation you have before you do it though?
Prior to, no. Now it's mandatory.
Is you gonna do this at the beginning of the year or when you starting this thing?
Now every time I have somebody on, hey, I need you to share it. Hey, I need you to run it up. It's only gonna go. I tell everybody the same spirit. It's only gonna go as big as you make it. If you just get on here and you do it and you drop it the day of and you never go back and screen record or you never go back and put a picture up and say, hey, by the way, check it. I'm gonna shout out shameless plug, but Irv, Vina came on, right? That boy took me to TikTok. He took me to Snapchat. He took me everywhere. He ran it. Come back 2 weeks later. Hey, by the way, I did a pod a couple weeks ago. It was amazing. Y'all should go check it out. Now you're looking at his numbers because his numbers was low at first. About 2 weeks later, start picking up. But he believed in himself. He believed in his own brand. He believed in who he was. Some people like, hey, nah, that's your job. I'm already an artist. I'm already a business owner. I'm already this. I'm just coming on here just to do this.
So who are you looking to talk to?
By dreams?
No, not even just in general, because I know some people. It might be some people that inbox you like, "Hey, let me get on the pod," but you're like, "Bro, who are you? What are you doing?"
Yeah.
They might be intimidated on reaching out. Like I told you, I feel like you should reach out to people.
Yeah.
But at the same time, when people do reach out to you,
give it up.
do you think that's the play? Like, who are you looking? Somebody want to get on Al's podcast, or they know somebody.
Mm-hmm.
What do they got to do that?
They get in the inbox.
You'll take anybody.
I ain't taking anybody.
That's what I'm saying. So what is the...
Now it's about vibe. It's about chemistry. It's about your work ethic.
So should I meet you first? Then we shoot the shit.
You get in there. You get in there, but you're gonna have to have a conversation with me. I'm still old school. Call me. We ain't gotta text all day. We ain't gotta go back and forth. Just call me. What you looking to do? What's your reasoning behind this?
Gotcha.
This is my reason. This is what I'm trying to get. Are you trying to get the same thing? Or if not, we can't do this. Or I come back around. Or I might panel you. We don't want to talk. I ain't gonna give you too much of it. I might panel you.
Yeah.
Because y'all know you ain't gonna give me everything. But if I get you on and you give me what I need and you give me what you need, and that's exposure, we can rock. But I'm that. Call me. You ain't gotta text me. I don't care if it's on Instagram and it's weird. People say don't call nobody. Call me.
We're gonna do this, right? I got a son, you got a son.
Yeah.
They could possibly not ever see us again.
Right.
So if we had to leave off with just like any game or anything, bro, you know what I mean? I'm gonna walk off here in a second. What would you give us if these was your last words to the world? What's your advice you would give?
I would give you the advice to love.
You talk to the camera. I'm out.
I would give you the advice to love yourself. Love yourself enough to get up every day and make an effort. All that wait until tomorrow. My roadcaster sat in the box for 6 weeks before I even pulled it out. So I never pulled it out. My homeboy said, "You gonna just dry run this thing? You ain't gonna never just like practice it." I sat in there. I played with the board. Find it. Find your numbers. Find what you want to do. Find how you want to do it. I did a dry run with myself. Called one of the homies. He came and sat over there with me. When he sat down with me, I was making mistakes. I was stumbling over my words. I didn't know how to talk. I didn't know how to set the vibe up. The biggest thing is anything you want to do, bro, you got to put the effort in. They say 10,000 hours, you perfect something. So perfect it 10,000 hours. After you perfect it, turn around and do it again. Once you get to doing it, bro, you in your pocket. If I come to the free throw line, I'm 3 dribbles spin. I'm about 87 from the free throw line. Just because it's memory. It's mind memory, it's muscle memory, it's all of that. When you get into something and you want to do it all the way. Don't do it half. Don't do it in the sense of I'm gonna do it today and I ain't gonna pick it up again for 2 weeks. Everything you do, be intentional. I would tell my son, be intentional. I would tell my daughter, be intentional. When you leave this world, your legacy is all you have. You don't want to walk in a room and people say, "Here come this person," or "Here come this person." You want to walk in a room and it's genuine love. I'm big on genuine love, and not fake love, but genuine love, because they know when you in the room it's good. I tell anybody too, if you got a dream or idea and you got people around you, you should call anybody in your phone. Say, "Bro, I got an idea I want to do," and they should support you. If they don't, that means it's an image of you. It's something that they see you that you're not gonna take it serious or do what you're supposed to do. That's what I think.